The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the WayFM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. Things you didn't know you needed to know today. It's News-ish with Betty.
A 34-year-old man by the name of Lucas McClish. He was on his way to work as a forest landscaper. The area he was in charge of landscaping that day was about a 3-hour hike. And for Lucas, as an experienced hiker, that sounded like more fun than getting in his car and driving there.
Oh, Lucas, you deserve whatever comes your way at this point.
Well, he had done the hike multiple times before and depended on certain landmarks to navigate his way. But thanks to some recent wildfires in the area, those landmarks weren't there anymore, and he realized quickly he was lost with no resources.
Like I said, you deserve everything you got coming to you. You didn't take anything with you. If you're an experienced hiker and you're going to hike, always bring food.
Well, his family ended up reporting him as missing. But
please tell me he didn't die, because then I look really insensitive.
And then he passed.
No!
But thankfully, authorities were able to find Lucas after 10 days out in the woods.
Thank the Lord.
So when asked how he survived with nothing, here's what he had to say.
Each day I go up a canyon, down a canyon, to the next waterfall, and sit down by the waterfall and drink water out of my boot.
Okay, all right, just a sec. Hold on. You have a water source. I know I'm not a survivor, but like drinking water out of your boot, you're trying to elicit sympathy. Like, I had to drink water out of my boot. You're at a waterfall. You can cup your hands. You can stick your whole face in it. You could swim and just suck it up that way. But like, I had to drink water out of my boot. You're not going to believe this. My boot, my sweaty hiking boot. No, you didn't. You could have fashioned a leaf as a cup.
He was able to pick local berries to eat for nutrients and even had a mountain lion tracking him at one point.
Ooh, that's
which is scary.
That's what I'd tell people too.
Yeah, exactly. Right after I did the thing about the boot.
Lucas came out unscathed, if you even care, so he had no injuries.
He's fine.
But that's from a man who knew what he was doing. So if you find yourself lost out in the woods, experts do say to obviously use any available resource to signal your location for help.
Like your boot.
But
like
swinging
around over your head.
But after that, your focus should be on shelter, water, and food.
Absolutely.
It comes down to the rule of threes. So how long can you go without shelter in harsh conditions?
3 weeks.
No, 3 hours.
Oh,
what?
How long can you go without water?
3 days.
Okay, and how long can you go without food?
3
weeks.
Okay.
That seems wrong to me, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't go 3 hours without food.
No, yeah, exactly. Gavin, on a scale, like just odds of you ever being lost in the woods, what do you think? At a percentage.
I'm not going in the woods.
Exactly,
in the first place.
100%. Gavin's never going to need those rules.
When you say that glass is half full,
Instead of just being half full,
or is it half empty?
we'll top off your glass. It's News-ish on The Wally Show.
When I first saw this story, I thought I'd heard it wrong. It was a video of a lady competing in a beauty pageant, and the caption said, a 71-year-old made history this weekend competing for the title of Miss Texas USA. So I'm seeing the video, and I think, okay, they've got it wrong. They're showing all these younger women, and then they're going to cut to a cute grandma who was doing the pageant for funsies, you know? But I was wrong. This 71-year-old lady, the lady they were showing, was the right lady, and she was fit in amongst other 20-somethings. It's impressive, Rock.
It is impressive. I've seen pictures of her, and she doesn't look like an aged person.
Not at all.
So it makes me wonder, what has she done to keep herself looking like she has?
Like, because it's not like she's just fit. Because, I mean, there are people in their 70s that work out and they stay fit. But she looks young. Like, I mean, she looks like she's like maybe in her 40s, or 30s.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, when
I
you
would
get
say,
close.
I would say
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah. If you're from a distance.
Early 50s.
From a distance, 30s. Up close, okay, 50s.
But to say that you're 71 and you look like you're in your 50s,
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, so she was competing among 75 other contestants, and she said, I hope that people will look at us older women as still being beautiful in our own way, because beauty is not just on the outside, but it's also on the inside. Interesting comment from a beauty pageant, because it's mainly about the outside, let's be honest. But she said, young women have dreams, but older people have dreams also. And you have to know, though, that the young women that she beat smiled really pageanty, but were really mad.
Like, are you kidding me?
Exactly. So I began, she says, I began to realize that I could do this to inspire older ladies and young ones, too, that there is beauty at any age if you lead a healthy, active lifestyle. So that became my goal instead of just striving to win. So she wanted to use the platform. That's age. That's wisdom right there at 71.
But I also, what she's saying is so inspiring.
Yeah.
And there is girl code here. But also, I would like for her to be honest with us.
Yeah.
And tell us what she's had done.
Oh, okay. I
Don't
get
say
it.
that I've just eaten a healthy diet and
Right.
exercise. Okay, that's
Right.
great. But also, common sense says
sure.
this isn't natural.
Well,
I don't know, Betty. Like, you live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And I know, but you
look young.
a
Right.
lot younger. and
You
you're-
could be her at 71.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying I look like a 71-year-old?
No, when you get 71,
How dare you,
see,
sir?
yeah,
You
when
would
you
be
turn
surprised by how
71,
old.
we would be like, "Oh, I can't believe she's competing in this beauty pageant at 71."
Well, thank you.
yeah,
All that
see
to
how
say,
see how you do this, guys?
all that to say, just be honest with us.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've had done. That's all I'm asking.
There you go, and that is why women are afraid of other women.
Sorry I'm late.
So we're going to play a new game here on Uplifting Way FM. This is The Wally Show. It's sorry I'm late. Okay, so I'll start the sentence with I'm sorry I'm late, and then I will give you a scenario as to why I am late. You will then have to decide what movie it is that I am using as my excuse for being late.
So you're going to give us ultimately the plot of a film.
Yes, but the way it's going to work, though, too, is I'm going to give it to you in bite-sized chunks, 3 to be exact. If you get it on the first clue, you get 3 points. If it takes you 2 clues, you get 2. Last one, you get 1 point. Now, you only get 3 questions, but you have to get a minimum of 5 points to win, okay? So you're going to have to get a couple on the first or second try. So let's start with you guys. We'll do one in the room just as a test here. Sorry I'm late, guys. The jet I was testing crashed on me.
The jet
For 3
He
points.
was testing. Tom Cruise.
It's not Top Gun?
Top Gun.
Well, Gavin says it's not Top Gun.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to think of
Was
other.
he testing a jet that failed on him?
I'm trying to think of.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes.
Am I right?
Did he crash a plane?
He did in the very beginning.
He
Because he had enough to qualify, but he went to Mach 10 and, of course, crashed it because he's stinking Maverick, man. Yeah, so, okay, good. So you would have gotten 3 points there. You
Nailed
didn't
it.
even need the second clue. I definitely, I'm late because I still have a need for speed, even though
okay.
I got sidetracked teaching a bunch of new recruits how to fly an almost impossible mission. Okay, so that would have been
That's
2.
Top Gun 2.
And if that didn't get it, oh, yeah, did you say the new Top Gun?
No, I just said Top Gun in
Oh,
general.
that doesn't count.
no, you can't take points back.
Sorry, that's Top Gun 2 Maverick. Sorry.
Oh, good grief.
I am
No,
going to
you
be
can't.
particular.
Goodness
This one would have
gracious.
helped you get it for sure. I'm also late because I had to spend time with my dead best friend's son, who is a little needy, because that was part of the plot.
Here's the problem. I've never seen that movie, and Gavin, I think you have. And honestly, I'm carrying the team here. I am the Maverick.
You are Maverick.
I am.
Absolutely. All right, so that's how we do it. The earlier you can get the question right, the more points you will get. You get enough points, you can win the game. So we'll do I'm Sorry I'm Late. Brand new game here. If you want to win a prize, we'd love to play with you. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. All right, Bama, you have a chance to win a prize with a brand new game. I'm Sorry I'm Late here on The Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. Now, the way it's going to work is I'm sorry I'm late, and then I'm going to give you an excuse as to why I'm late that might sound like a movie plot. I'll stop at different points, and if you get it when I stop the first time, you get 3 points. If it takes you 2 times, you'll get 2, and if you need the last clue, you'll get 1 point. But you got to get 5 points and only 3 questions. You ready?
Oh, born for it.
Perfect. I love that. Hey, I am so sorry I was late, but on my way to the studio, I saw what I thought was a helpless animal on the side of the road, but it turned out to be an alien that crashed here.
E.T.
Great guess. Great guess.
You got Gavin shaking his head no.
Well, I've got a different one in
What
mind.
do you think?
It's not Lilo and Stitch,
Lilo and
is
Stitch,
it?
because the Stitch crashed here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see if this next clue whittles it down for everyone here. I had to keep him hidden from people, so I dressed him up as a ghost for Halloween, and boy, did he love Reese's Pieces.
It's E.T.
E.T.
And she's right. So she gets all 3 points.
She is absolutely right. 3 points out of the gate for Bama. Nicely done.
go,
All right.
Bama.
You only need 2 more points here, so here we go. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late. I just watched my dad die, and I think it might be my fault.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's a Bruce Willis movie.
Wait.
What?
Can I give her a hint?
You can give her a hint.
Think animated.
Oh, okay. No, I need the second. I need the second
You
one.
need the second clue? Okay.
Yeah.
So I talked to my uncle, and he advised me to run away because people might think I had something to do with it.
Hakuna Matata.
The Lion King. Yes, Daddy.
It has
Good
to be.
job.
It has to be.
Well, because I later found out that my uncle could have saved my dad from a wildebeest stampede and chose not to. And my new friends helped me see that I could run the kingdom, and now I just can't wait to be king. That is right! You got it on the second clue, which means you have 2 points. That's 5. That's enough to win today, Bama.
Woo!
All right, we're going to turn back time here on The Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM as we pick a year and we go back to it musically. And each of us, Betty, Gavin, and myself, will pick a song. And then you tell us who has the best taste in music and tell us which song of the 3 you liked and why. Why did that song connect with you? Because I'll tell you, like, even if the songs are dated sounding, the message in Christian music is timeless. That's the beauty of it. So we are going to go back to what year, Lady Rock?
We're going back to 2002.
That is a long time
yeah,
ago.
it
Oh
is.
my goodness gracious. So, what is that? 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And these bands were cranking out hits like this. I'm going to go first with this one. This is my pick. Big Daddy Weave, Audience of One.
To my audience of one, you are Father and you are Son. As your spirit flows free, let it find within.
Even though it's 2002, some bands were like, I'm staying in the 90s. You cannot kick me out of the 90s.
Stop it.
But I love this song, man. I love Big Daddy Weave, and this was a great song from then. So who's going to go next? Let's go with this one. I don't even know who picked this one. All right, Betty Rock, why did you pick this?
This isn't me.
What? This is Gavin?
Come on. What's wrong with
You
this?
picked Breathe by Rebecca St. James?
I did because I personally didn't know that this was a song that she had sung, but I remember being at this time a 7-year-old. Like I remember hearing this song on Christian radio as a little kid in a car.
Yeah.
And so it spoke to me. I wanted to go back to it.
You're like, she's the voice of my generation.
Amen.
Yeah, I have all the feels that Rebecca St. James
I remember
has.
that song.
Stop it.
I cannot believe that this was Gavin's.
You
All
picked
right.
You picked a 90s song.
No, it's 2002. All right, so that brings us to the shocker that I would have thought was Gavin's. Jeremy Camp, I Still Believe, was Lady Rock's pick.
Yeah, and this is one that we still play. So to me, I'm the ultimate winner.
Yeah.
Because if we're still playing a song from 2002, it's pretty
That just, it was
legendary.
an easy...
And And there was a movie made about it, too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Around
yeah.
this song.
Not a bad movie either. He got hosed because the movie came out during COVID, like right as
it
COVID
did.
started. And so theaters got shut down and his movie did not get seen by people. And it was really well done. I'd seen like an advanced thing of it. And so there you go. Well, those are your three choices here today. What?
Because you said I saw an advanced of it, and Gavin goes, ooh.
Oh, I
And it's
didn't
so
hear
true
him.
because Wally is always trying to throw around how big he is.
How connected I am, more so than you guys. Did you guys see it in an advanced scring? I don't think you did, right?
Yeah, we did.
Saw it in
They brought it here to the station.
Yeah, after I'd seen it already.
Congratulations.
All right, so you got audience of one. Big Daddy Weave, Rebecca St. James, Breathe, Gavin's pick, and I Still Believe, Jeremy Camp. Which one of those songs would you like to hear today and why? The why is the really important part. We'd love to know why you like that song. So here we go. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. All right, you have heard the hooks here of the different songs that we have on Time Capsule Tuesday. This is the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. Carly and Skylar, you are going to decide which of the three songs we play. Is it Audience of One, my pick by Big Daddy Weave, I Still Believe by Jeremy Camp, that was Betty Rock's pick, and the shocker, Rebecca St. James, Breathe by a young, sensitive Gavin.
I'm not. No, that's not
You're
what
right,
I
you're
am.
not young. All right, so where are you guys going?
So we are going. Skylar is 8, turning 9 this week. She says, shockingly, Rebecca St. James, Breathe.
Oh,
Nice! You are locked in with the kids, Gavin, at
A
9 years
10-year-old
old.
little girl.
Me and Skylar, man.
That's precious.
Skylar said it sounded like the Taylor Swift of Christian music.
Oh, this is getting better and better. Mom, do you remember this song?
I remember this song. I was with you, Wally. I was with you in Audience of One, because in 2002, I was coaching a volleyball team, and the captain of my team said, to the team, we are playing for an audience of one, and that stuck with me.
Oh, wow. But unfortunately, we're going with what all the little girls want on the show today, and that is Rebecca St. James by Gavin and Skylar. It's Breathe here today on Time Capsule Tuesday. You asked for it, and you got it.
Thank you, guys.
This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me.
Betty's love of crime shows has me concerned because I think that she's not learning how to protect herself, but rather how to set me up for a crime.
Oh, I for sure am.
It's a Gone Girl situation is what I'm thinking.
I'm glad I've got you right where I want you.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. You know, you need someone in your life that will set you up for success, not failure.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt with CCU. I mean, I felt intimidated considering going back to school as an adult after being out for so long, but I was set up for success with CCU from my first conversation all the way to graduation. Most classes are only 5 weeks long, which means you can earn your degree and still have time to do whatever you want.
Yeah, 5-week classes, that's even good for people with like ADHD. Like for
Like
me,
you.
I know I needed short classes so I could focus when I went back to school because Betty Rock and I kind of lived the same life.
Find out more about how you can pursue your passion and find your calling with Colorado Christian University at online.ccu.edu. Colorado Christian University is a nonprofit impact partner.
It's nice that there are still stories like this in the world.
A definite breakthrough step in home entertainment.
It's News-ish on The Wally Show.
What you got, Gavin?
Quick poll round the room. You see someone choking. What do?
Oh, I rush right in. I'm an amateur first responder.
I call 911.
Yeah, I don't even
Really?
assess the situation. I
Give
just
him
get
a
in
little-
there.
Give him a little Heimlich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wally's the one that's like, he's going to be, it doesn't have anything with him, but he'll grab a ballpoint pen
Yeah.
and he'll do a tracheotomy. And
You
they're
might
like,
need it.
That wasn't needed.
Yeah, I might need it. Even if they're
Reach
just
in.
coughing. Yeah.
Well, there are a couple of guys that are in the news after saving, not a person, they saved a raccoon from choking. And again, they did save the raccoon. I want to clarify that this raccoon
Okay.
was saved, and someone was filming it, you can hear the padding. They were literally just smacking it on the back because it had a piece of cheese in its throat.
Which is so cute. I mean, come on. Like he got stuck on a piece of cheese that he got probably out of a dumpster.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a trash panda.
Right.
And you know that they aren't like human friendly. And so for that raccoon to let a human, get that close to him, he obviously was in distress.
Yeah, you would think that there's a world where even while this animal is choked, they could have hit him on the back. He could have turned around, bit the hand, rabies, blah, 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 all this stuff. But he just, I think, accepted the help. And it was funny because it looks like after they, finish the job and get the cheese out, he looks like he walks away. Like, I can't believe I just let them.
That's embarrassing.
That's
yeah.
so embarrassing.
I hope no one got video of that. Oh, great. It went viral.
Don't post that. But I do want to ask the question, especially because for you, Betty, enjoying your farm animals, if you personally saw a choking raccoon, what are you going to do?
Oh, first responder all the way. I'm going to give that thing Heimlich. I'm going to also give it CPR and mouth to mouth.
Wow, that's a lot.
And then I will ask it to be my bestest
That's
friend.
true. You're taking it home with you for sure.
So
adoption?
Oh, yeah. Boy, yeah, I would 100% get involved. I did
Really?
before. Oh, 100%. We had a raccoon that was trapped in a dumpster, and he got halfway through, and he got stuck, and it was cutting his little belly. And I got in the dumpster to help get him out and free him and extricate him. And a fireman came by as well and helped get him out as well. And he grabbed the little legs. I had the rabies end. And my wife hugged the fireman after the thing. No lie. She's like, thank you so much. I'm like, I had the rabies end. This same scenario, I could give mouth to mouth to a dying raccoon. It could bite me in the tonsils. I get rabies. A fireman happens to just walk by and go, oh, what's going on over there? My wife would thank that fireman. It's unbelievably not
he's
fair.
Checking out the scenery.
Yeah, exactly. Or she is.
I wasn't even listening. I was listening to podcasts.
So we get into really serious conversations sometimes on our podcast, which, by the way, you can get for free, right, Rock?
Yes, when you text TWS, and those letters stand for The Wally Show. So text TWS to 91979. When you do, we will send you a link that will take you straight to our podcast.
And we have millions of people that download this thing. It's crazy. But the thing that I'm always like, why do people like this? It's like, well, because we like that you go longer on things and you will dive deeper into certain things. And sometimes like really serious conversations like this one about forgiveness. When someone wrongs you, but what about when they are physically hurting you? And how does God factor into that? Because you could say, well, God will protect us. That's not true. That's just, it's not true. I would love to believe that. I would love to have evidence that God protected everyone in a bad situation and kept them from harm. But that's just not true. People die every day. People are murdered every day. People are killed by their spouses every day. And I'm sure there are people that are praying, God, deliver me from this, and he doesn't. God, protect me from this, and he doesn't. And so to sit there and say that God will always protect you, it's not accurate. I'm real careful about assigning God's hand in things, because if you assign it in the good, you kind of got to assign it in the bad too. The hurricane that hits, oh Lord, please let it not hit us. It doesn't hit you, but it hits somebody else. Well, then his providence for you is, I'm going to use the term judgment, which I don't believe, but is the consequence on somebody else.
Well, and I like the Brandon Lake song. It's like Praise You Anywhere. And I think that it's also like praise you anyway.
Yeah.
I'll praise that happened, I'll praise you anyway.
That's what we're called to do and how we're called to live. And I don't like the theology of, people believing that God is going to always protect them, because the math doesn't work out on it. I wish it did, but it's not true. If that was the case, no Christians would ever die. So there you go. Just a little flavor of sometimes the serious stuff. Gavin, you did a great job of turning that around, because when we first started that, I'm like, whoa, that's super negative on my part. But again, it's something that even I wrestle with personally. And so that's where we attack some of these things and have questions, and it's okay to go through this and the push and pull of it as well. So if you want to check it out, it's a little slightly different version of The Wally Show. It's our Aftercast. Just text the letters TWS to 91979, and we will gladly send you a link.
If you love the music on Way FM,
This is probably like my favorite.
but have heard a new song and want to know more, here's what's new on Way.
With What's New on Way, we like to focus on a new song hitting the radio and talk about the story behind it. And this week, we have the Queen, the Miss CeCe Winans. The woman started making a name for herself back in the 80s alongside her brother BB with the song I Owe You Me.
Oh, I remember this. So good.
Man, so good. She then ventured out on her own and now has decades of influence underneath her belt, with her most recent album titled More Than This. She's released her latest single, and it's called That's My King.
I had a thing where I've just run across her playing live, like at different events I was at, and she did this song, and I came right back to our boss. I'm like, we have to play this song. Are we playing this song? It is a banger, man.
It's what you would call a banger, yes.
Yeah.
Well, here's CeCe herself to tell about the thought behind the song.
We serve a God who has all power. He knows the end from the beginning. He's your shepherd. He's your provider. He's a father to the fatherless. He's a mother to the motherless. And when you're reminded of who he is in your life, you can't help but give him praise. And so it's a shout out to our King and our Savior. And I pray that it will encourage you.
If you are a fan of Goosebumps, you have to see CeCe live. There's nothing like it. She's effortless, but powerful. It's amazing.
Yeah, she's definitely come a long way from the I Owe You Me
yeah,
song.
yeah.
So she's doing that anthem. So here she is, CeCe Winans with That's My King.
I wish I could tell you, wish I could describe it, but I can't contain it, can't keep it to myself. There aren't enough colors.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.
Uplifting Way FM. If it's trending, streaming, or starring, Betty Rock's got it on The Rock Report.
For 41 seasons, Pat Sajak and Vanna White have together hosted the popular game show Wheel of Fortune. But earlier this month, Sajak made the announcement that he would be retiring and leaving the show, leaving Vanna on her own to present with another host.
Do you realize that this is kind of our story? Like
What?
yours and mine? We've worked together for 17 years. I'm closer to retiring than you will be because you're still very young and I'm very old. And so I eventually will retire, and then you're going to be left to do the show with somebody else, which I know it won't be the same. And it'll be way worse. I know it will be way worse. Because I know that's what's happening for Vanna right now.
Okay, well, let me finish the story. It was later announced that the one and only Ryan Seacrest will take up the baton to carry on with Vanna.
Her life just got worse.
But rumors are Vanna might now be leaving herself,
Yes!
too. So according to a few sources, they say that Vanna doesn't feel like she's, quote, jiving with Seacrest like she did with Sajak, and might be walking away soon herself.
You know what? Go out on top. Don't go out on a bad version of your show that you had for so long, you know?
I don't see what's so bad about Ryan Seacrest. It seems like anybody could get along with him. He's so kind and
he's bland.
all-American.
Yeah, he
seems sweet.
He's an empty
genuinely,
vase, you know? And so
genuinely a good person.
I'm sure he's all of that, but chemistry is everything. You know that. Like if you and I, when we met all those years ago, if we had not gotten on, then you wouldn't be here. But we got along, and we have as much as you hate to admit it, we have a very similar sense of humor, and we're so alike in so many of the big important ways, and that's what makes it work. Chemistry in this room, vital. When Zach left and we brought Gavin in, the chemistry fit. Oh, death like Vanna. And
that's not how I felt.
Yeah, really?
He
okay.
is the Ryan Seacrest of the show.
No, but you had big shoes to fill, not
Crocs.
just from the job, big Crocs to fill, not just from the job, but from the chemistry standpoint. And it takes time. So what I would tell her in
Vanna?
Yeah, in all seriousness is don't make a hasty decision. Chemistry sometimes takes time to build, and so give it another season.
So you're on Ryan Seacrest's side?
I'm never on his side, but I don't want to see. Where else is she going to get a job turning letters? That's
Nowhere.
just, those jobs just don't exist. She might, you know what she could do? She could change the signs out in front of coffee shops. Go there
That's true.
At Wendy's
Burger
or something.
King.
Yeah, and slide those letters to the top. All right, you're going to be fine, man. I'm not worried about you anymore. When things start circulating online and we find ourselves debating them, we're like, let's roll this out to our faithful people that listen to this show and get their opinion. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM.
Yeah, CNN, they devote most of their time to writing articles about things that are important to us Americans. And that pertains also to the alarm on our phone that we think is annoying or not annoying at all. So according to most Americans, we are divided when it comes to the most popular iPhone alarm, and it's called By the Seaside. You know it. So it just sounds like somebody's sitting behind a Casio keyboard, and a lot of people think it's calming, it's soothing, and this is what wakes them up in the morning.
I love this. I have zero problem with this. When I hear this, I just get into this happy place kind of thing.
Yeah, one woman even said that she loves it so much that when she wakes up in the morning with that as her alarm, she does a little dance in bed and lets it play all the way through.
Really?
Whereas others are like, it's scarring, I hate it, I don't like it at all.
Well, where do you land on it, Rock?
I don't mind it, but I would say if it were my alarm, let's say for about a month, I'd probably be triggered by it.
Sure.
Be like,
Now, I don't like when my alarm that I have set is on somebody else's phone for something else, it's what they use to get an alert for a text, because I instantly hear it and I jump because I'm like, it's my alarm to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And I don't like hearing my alarm tone
it
used.
could be that the people that don't like it are the ones that have had it for their alarm before, and they're just like, oof, reminds me of rough days.
Gavin, do you like this one?
It doesn't irritate me.
Okay.
So I could get used. I would see it as just the thing that I'd turn off within 10 seconds.
Yeah,
So
some people are
wouldn't be
passionate about it, making them angry, which I don't see how this could make you angry.
Yeah. Sounds like something from the Looney Tunes.
The fact that it's annoying, though, I think, and it bothers people is what makes me like it. I tend to like things that annoy everybody else. Baby Shark, for example.
Which is why he likes himself.
Which is why I like me, absolutely. So, all right, let's do this with you. Let's do a little 5 calls it and see where you land. By the Sea, okay, that ringtone that you just heard, we played it there for you. Is that an annoying ringtone, or is that one that you're like, I love it, I have it for all of my notifications on my phone? I'm just curious. So we'll do 5 calls it. 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. We'll take yours now. All right, Tara, you're up. What do you say? Is this ringtone super annoying, or do you kind of love it?
No, it's very annoying.
Super annoying? Really? Why?
Yes. I've never had it before, but it's like the opposite of relaxing to me. It cringes everything in me when I hear it.
I see how if you listen to this, it could be one of those things that someone would play to drive you mad. Like you're in an asylum and they just keep pumping this into the room.
To me, it sounds like you're calling your doctor and you're on hold. And they're just playing the music.
Maybe that's why it's annoying.
Yeah, because that can infuriate you for sure. All right, Lindsay and Charlotte, what do you think? By the Seaside, is that an annoying ringtone, or do you like it?
We love it. It reminds us of going to a beach vacation, and we usually go there on the West Coast, and this is very relaxing.
I'm curious if it wasn't called By the Seaside, would people go, yeah, it makes me feel like I'm at the beach. if it was called Thunderdome Circus Roller Derby, would people be like, yeah, it makes me feel like I'm in a roller derby?
Absolutely. But yeah, it's very calming and relaxing. It's catchy.
It is catchy, Charlotte. Well, we appreciate you guys weighing in on this. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Debbie, do you like this one or do you find it annoying?
It is not annoying enough to get me up in the morning. I need an alarm that is so annoying that I got to have something more.
I see. So it's not rockish enough for you. You need something that's going to propel you out of the bed to turn it off. So what do you have currently as your alarm?
I forget what the name of it is, but it's the most annoying one in the catalog of Ringtone with the phone.
If I had to choose an alarm that was the most annoying, I would just have Wally's voice as a ringtone. I'd be like, stop! Shut it off!
I don't know why you say that, because I make cute songs for you. Betty, rock, 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 to rock, to rock. Betty, rock, 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 to rock, to rock. Betty, rock, 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 to rock, to rock. Betty, rock. Off! See, that could be your ringtone.
No, it's
and then
horrible.
you could get it, and you could wake up with that, and then come in. I'd be like, hey, Betty. Betty, rock, 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 to rock, to rock. Betty, rock, 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 to rock, to rock. The Bible says you will not be tempted beyond which you are able, and with every temptation there will be a way out. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM, but I challenge that verse when you look at my pantry because it is laden with temptation and $100,000 bars and Snickers and gummies, you name it, it's just in there.
Yeah, and so this article that I found, the 40 unhealthiest snacks on the planet. It's going to be a big punch in the gut for you, literally and physically.
Because I'm on a diet and I've done really well. I'm almost 10 pounds down in 4 weeks. I'm doing well, but I'm a snacker. And it's been hard.
And you aren't a healthy eater.
No.
So you do all the unhealthy eating.
Yeah.
And so what you eat, yes, you've lost weight. You're just eating less of the unhealthy stuff.
Correct, yeah.
But none of the
But it's working.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things that didn't make the top 3, but they were on this list. Mott's fruit-flavored snacks, which I've seen you down multiple gummies.
Well, my favorite is the Welch's. For whatever reason, they taste so good.
Well, what got me was even these Mott's fruit-flavored snacks, those little gummy snacks.
They're not good for you?
They're made with real fruit and veggie juice, okay? But they've got 10 grams of sugar and 80 calories just in one bag.
That bag's tiny because that literally, my wife will open that bag. She'll eat one at a time. I open it, pour it all into my hand, and then eat the whole thing at one time.
It takes 10 packs to satisfy.
Well, and also, if you didn't know this, because I didn't know it, they say that men, when it comes to sugar, they shouldn't exceed 36 grams per day.
Which is tough because that's one can of Coke, basically.
What?
Yeah. That's all we get, man. That's all we get.
That's insanity. How does anyone live? Because there's sugar in everything.
So if you think about it, you would be hitting your sugar quota if you ate 3.5 bags of those fruit-flavored gummies.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. When you look at Frosted Strawberry Pop-Tarts, 30 grams of sugar.
Good night.
And then Snack Pack Chocolate Pudding, which you consider a healthy
I have one
option.
in there now, and I'm just waiting until we finish this break so I can go get it.
It's got 22 grams of sugar and 180 calories.
That's crazy. But here's the beautiful thing. I'm doing Weight Watchers. It's only 2 points on Weight Watchers, and it fits in with the plan. And are you almost done?
Yeah, okay, so here's the top 3.
Come
if
on.
you're wondering, what are the top 3 unhealthiest snacks on the planet? Number 3 was Ritz Bits cheese sandwich crackers. Okay,
that's
those are
surprising.
fantastic. But just 13 little
fat,
crackers. 13 little crackers are 160 calories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then number 2 was the Smucker's Goober Grape peanut butter and jelly
That
jars
just sounds
where they
unhealthy.
have the grape jelly and the peanut butter mixed together.
So good.
220 calories. And that's just in 3 tablespoons.
Oh my God.
So then
That's
you're like,
nothing.
well, then what is the number 1? Number 1, coming in at 34 grams of sugar, so just eating one is your daily intake, is zebra cakes.
No!
Little Debbie zebra cakes. Just one cake is 320 calories. calories.
Little Debbie doesn't make you a Little Debbie.
No, and you can't eat just one zebra cake because they're in a package of 2.
Exactly.
They are enabling this. They are forcing us to be bigger.
And that's what's crazy. If you eat 2 of those, like you said, that's how they're packaged. That's 640 calories.
Yes, and one little thing. And I could eat 4 of those easily.
Which I think I've seen you do.
You have seen me do that. It's a little embarrassing. But I will tell you this, that as soon as I'm done losing all this weight, I'm celebrating with some zebra cakes. Yay! It feels really good when you can do something that you know is going to make a difference in somebody's life. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM, and we are mere moments away from doing one of our Bible mailings. And this is where people go to wayfm.com and they can get a Bible for free just for asking. Or if you don't have the internet at your disposal, you could do this.
Yeah, just text the word Bible to 91979 and we will send you one.
Yeah, it's just that easy. You know, it's like it's important to have the Word of God in your hands and to grow your faith. And we love doing the Bible mailings. We all kind of get together and we each have a job. You know, sometimes it's sticking the envelopes on. Other times it's packing them. I'm the folder.
No, you're the criticizer. You're always over there saying, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right.
Because it's important to me. It's important
and
to me.
You're competitive, too.
Yeah, very competitive. That's what makes it fun.
Everything into a competition.
I know. But again, the disciples did that too. They were like, who's fastest, Jesus? Watch us run. Who can be, you know? And so I'm in good company. But like, I love getting to do this. And you know we care about it because we all show up to do this and mail out these Bibles and pray over them, and we do it all without the promise of pizza. Which, by the way, Pastor Chad,
if they did.
Yeah, wouldn't kill you to buy some pizza every once in a while, Chad.
What does he do around here?
We're not sure. It's definitely not order pizza for Bible mailings.
Jeez, Chad.
But that is the nice thing is that, you know, and the fact that these Bibles get sent out to people are because people support the ministry of Way FM. We couldn't do this without the faithful support from people. So if you are part of the fabric of this Way FM, of this radio station, and you're involved in it and you support the ministry, just know that you doing that is allowing people to get the Word of God in their hands. Today, we're going to mail out about 300 and something Bibles in here in the next hour. So we just appreciate you. And if you want to get a free Bible or tell somebody about it that needs it, again, text the word Bible to 91979.
Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.